Hello, Fire Family. Sorry, my dog is scratching. I want to do something different today. We're going to do a healing reading. Hi, honey. Say hi to Jakey. We're going to do a healing reading. We're going to try to check in where you're at, and then I'm going to give you some homework about just things that you can do to heal with where you're at right now. And I say right now, I'm not putting a date on this, because if this message reaches you, it was meant for you, okay? You may not be going through the cycle yet. You may go through it in the future, but this is for you, Gemini, okay? If this reading doesn't resonate, also check out your moon and rising sign, maybe even your north and south node. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't attack me, because there's no telling where this will go. I'm just a messenger, okay? All right, Gemini. Where's Gemini? Well, you've got the Hierophant or Hierophant in reverse. I'm going to need to look that up. I don't really get that in reverse very often. Let me look at this card for you. I feel like you might need to seek some counsel. It was in reverse. I feel like you might need to seek some counsel. I'll do it. We know it's in reverse, so just imagine it being in reverse. You need it. This isn't working. Okay, you need to seek some counsel. I feel like you're not seeking counsel where you know you probably should. You need some advice from somebody. Well, you know what? I'm probably a great person for the job. We'll get to that though. Let's see if we're on the right track here with that. Alright, Spirit, what is up with Gemini right now? Where is Gemini's self-care? Where does Gemini need to work on self-care? Yeah, you're not communicating, are you? Are you just like tight-lipped right now? Are you giving the silent treatment? Are you like, ain't nobody tell me nothing kind of energy? What's up with you? This is ridiculous, Gemini. Nine of Cups. Your wishes are not being fulfilled. Well, I mean, okay. Let me keep going. Oh, wait, what's that? All right, so you've got a new sense of clarity. Okay, this is not necessarily a bad thing that you're not seeking higher counsel. Hear me out. It's almost as if, for some of you, I feel like you are not seeking higher counsel. For some of you, you are in that energy of, can't nobody tell me nothing. You're painting the roses red. You are changing your old ways of doing things and doing things a little bit different. For instance, you accidentally planted white roses when you wanted red ones. So easier solution than cutting the tree down and waiting for a whole nother tree to grow in 6 months to a year, or however long it takes a tree to grow. You're just painting them red. Okay, get you a can of spray paint. You're just like, okay, well, that problem is solved. They spray paint flowers all the time at the florist. And you finally realize that, hey, I can do things outside the box. I don't have to do things with the flow of everybody else. I can do things the way I want to do things. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, I'm not going to take that. Let's get the Hierophant reversed. Let's clarify that. If you do decide that you do need a little bit of extra help, you are refusing to make a decision when it comes to a relationship, I think. Oh, God. Let's see. There is an issue here where you might have missed an opportunity with a loved one because you needed to make a decision that you were not making. I feel like you kind of had like a tower moment though. What was that? Sorry, dogs, who knows? I feel like you kind of had a tower moment though, where it's like it was like do or die. You had to make a decision now, or you were going to miss that opportunity. But in true Gemini fashion, nobody was going to make that decision for you. If you were going to refuse to make that decision, you were going to refuse to make that decision all on your own. And but you had a moment where it was like, oh shit, I have to make a decision. I have to do something, even though, I've got pride. I got to do something. I can't just sit around and keep things. And you might have even let somebody. Before I speak, I'm gonna get another card. Just kind of want to know what's going on here, Spirit. Like, just this is a little bit ambiguous. So what's up with Gemini? What's with this Hanged Man in reverse? We'll take that. Oh, 10 of Wands. Yep. So it was like, okay, well, this is overwhelming and I've had enough. So I'm tired of this stressing me out. I'm tired of this being a big deal. I'm going to have to make a decision whether I want to or not. I can either choose to run from it, or I can choose to face it head on, or I can choose to let it continue stressing me out. But it's so weird to me that, like, I feel like that this is coming after the painting the roses red thing. It's like after you've changed things up. So maybe it's like you changed things up and it didn't work. Whatever you changed didn't end up working like you thought it would. Alright, so I want to clarify 2 of Swords in reverse. I can't imagine what your homework is going to end up being. I feel like no. Are you overworking yourself? Are you working yourself so much that you're neglecting yourself? Because if you neglect yourself, you're neglecting the people around you who love you. Let's see what the bottom of the deck is there on that. Reverse Lovers, 3 of Cups. So I feel like you're not doing enough for yourself, and you're not doing enough for your family and your loved ones and the person that you are in a relationship with. If you are in a relationship, if you are single, you are not practicing self-care. So that's a problem. Okay, your hair gonna start falling out. You're gonna start getting acne. You're gonna just be stressed. Okay, so you need to take care of your damn self. Okay, don't work so damn much. It's not, material things aren't everything. Learn to live with less. Learn to care about living with less. Okay, if it doesn't feed your soul, don't worry about it. I know easier said than done, because I feel like you're keeping up with the Joneses here, Gemini. You're worried about keeping up with the Joneses. Whether you're doing that or not, you're definitely worried about it. King of Swords, and you're being an asshole. Or you're dealing with an asshole. But I strongly feel like this is you. Instead of being direct and being sweet and being kind and taking action and taking other people's lives and situations into consideration, you are only worried about yourself. And not in the right way. Because if you were, then you would be practicing self-care. Or maybe you're practicing self-care and being arrogant about it. I'm still like, can't nobody tell me nothing is all I'm getting from this reading. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, and this is going by really fast as well. I feel like I'm in the energy of you're not even slowing down. You're not slowing down. You're living. How's that other song go? Live fast, die young. Live fast, die young. That's my choice. I can actually sing. That was just really bad. Live fast, die young, that's my choice. Can't nobody tell me one way or the other. So, who triggered you into this? If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Attitude. Ooh, somebody that from your past. Were they a Virgo? Were they a air sign? Somebody that you weren't spending enough time with. Somebody that kind of came in like out of nowhere and you were like, bruh. Or maybe this, maybe they tried to offer you their love out of nowhere and you were like, well, I've gotten this far acting like a ding dong, so I gotta keep going with the show. I guess the show must go on, you know. I can't just all of a sudden be sweet when I've been crazy up to this point. I'm just gonna keep being crazy. Okay, that's not gonna work, Gemini. All right, let's get into the homework portion, and after I do the homework portion, I will draw you a moon oracle to tie in the end of the reading. So, homework, Gemini. Humble yourselves. Really think about what it is that you need versus what you want. That's not the same thing. I know that that's a hard pill to swallow, but needs and wants are not the same thing. You want shampoo from the hair salon, but you just need to wash your hair. So Pantene works, you know. That's a really bad example, but that's just the first thing that came to mind. You don't need to go have sushi from the fanciest sushi bar just because you can. Kroger has sushi for $5 on Wednesdays, okay? You don't need to live above your means. You don't need to work so hard that you don't even get to enjoy the money that comes with it, because it's like, instead of investing your money to put back for a home or something large, you would rather be showy with the little things versus, I got a house, y'all. Like, I grind until, you know, the cows come home so I can get a house. But it's like, no, you're grinding so that you can take yourself out to eat. It's 12/12, so must be right. Again, don't shoot the messenger. So, okay. Go through a purging process. Just one drawer at a time. Pull your drawer out and you're like, what do I need? Do I need this? And then think about each piece, like how you acquired it. Think about why you got it when you got it. What kind of mood, if you can remember what kind of mood you were in when you bought it, and really kind of hone in on your mood swings, like your mood purchases. Okay, go get on the scale and think about the food that you've been spending money on and how that's affecting your the weight, the number on the scale. Geez, why was that so hard? And also check your skin, check your hair, check your nails, because what we put in, you know, it's we'll get what we put in, we get back out, right? That's karma. What goes around comes around. That's how the world works. I'm trying to think of some other examples. Do a list of, you know, each side, what I want, what I need. First of all, do the want side first, okay? And put all the things that you want. And then on the need side, put something comparable that is not quite so large and in charge. Like, for instance, like I said with the shampoo, I want designer shampoo. That's the thing. I need to wash my hair with shampoo that's good enough. Because if you think, I mean, really, honestly, are the chemicals all that different? Go compare the chemicals. You could even do a third column and say, you know, and do an investigation about what the difference even is. You really need to learn the difference between the things that you need to learn the difference between, oh goodness, I lost that sentence. between the wish I had an editor so I could undo all the ums and stuff, but I don't. You can always just speed up the playback. I should have told you that from the beginning. Just skip that sentence. I'm gonna forget that because it's gone. I don't even remember what I was talking about. So I'm gonna end the. No, I'm not. I gotta get your oracle. If you need help and you're just clueless because you don't want to take advice and you may even be in denial that you're not taking advice, please email me. If you'd like to donate to our channel, that will all be in the bottom as well. Show the world the real you, not the person behind your fancy makeup and your fancy sushi. I know it's backwards. Don't at me. I don't care. I'm just kidding. Show the world the real you, the smart you, okay? Not the you that's keeping up with the Joneses and worrying about what everybody else has. And didn't I say something about communication as well? That was in the bottom of the deck. You need to communicate with words versus things. So yeah, Gemini, you need to tone it back a little bit. Humble yourselves. Communicate with yourselves. And if you have to get down to the bare bones on your face and just look in the mirror and just be like, sis, you are hot as hell. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Change it around to how you're thinking. Instead of having it, instead of using it in an arrogant way, use it in a confident way. There's a very fine line between the two. And as a Leo, I totally struggle with this. So, well, I used to. The thing about successful and confident people is that we don't focus on our weaknesses. We focus on our strengths. So take that phrase right there. Focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses. Take that straight to the bank because that's the only thing that's going to get you to the bank anyways in the long run. So, okay, I love you guys. Gotta go. Bye.